My name is DMR Duplessis. A lot of guys actually know me as D. I currently work for BB Motorsport, which is our motorsport division for the BB Group, motor group. My job at this stage is to oversee all projects being built, as well as our shop race car, which we use for hill climb. Basically, I look after customers' toys, if you put it that way. So some of the services we offer to our clients is looking after their toys, their Sunday drive cars, the cars that they've always wanted and are now in a position to actually have parked in their garage. It started mainly with our race car, which we were building at the stage. We had clients asking us from a Nissan point of view if we can look after their classic cars. It wasn't too difficult, the jump was there. Our ties to Nissan assisted us with getting some of the parts. For the people who don't know, Nissan Global has actually decided to restart up the production of the classic parts. So all body panels, the big items, I shall say, has actually been back in production, even to the point that we are getting differentials now from them for 32, 33 and 34s are now being back in production. So that makes life a little bit easier for us. We are not only limited to the Nissan brands, we actually are assisting some of the other clients. We've lately been doing a lot of rotaries, which was a surprise. It's a market that I thought was very small, and like all things, it started with a client saying, by the way, I've got these two Nissans, but I've got a rotary, can you assist? And obviously it's just a natural progression from there. And then from there on, our next progression was now assisting clients with software upgrades, which is, I won't say a new thing, it's been in South Africa for quite a while. I think the thing there is just now it's getting more noticed. People actually now start seeing what software can do to vehicles. So that's another avenue we've explored, and we've also moved out into mainly the bucky market at this stage. So it's typical Navaros, Ford Rangers, and that as actually the Ford Ranger, interesting enough, has moved now into a position where the latest craze is hybrid turbos. So we are taking production vehicles and putting a little hybrid turbo on it with one or two small mods, software, and then getting 200 kilowatts on a diesel is fairly common. So it's not only just the Sunday nice cars, we actually have a lot of work cars coming in here as well. Some of the Toyotas we've done now coming in, the Buckies. People are always looking for a little bit of extra power. And we all know there's quite a big rivalry between a Toyota fan versus a Nissan fan versus a Ford fan. So we obviously are unbiased to help those clients out as well. MAXX ECU is a product that we are the distributors for in Sub-Sahara, South Africa, obviously the neighboring countries as well. It's a product that we decided 2.5 years to bring in. We tested it on one of our own vehicles inside the workshop. And it came from, we started struggling ourselves with finding an ECU that was obviously number one, very important for everybody, cost effective. It's easy saying I would like the system, but once the bills start rolling in, a lot of people will say, oh, hang on, maybe not. So that was our first reason we moved across to them. The second reason is the fact that they gave us a heck of a lot of opportunity inside the ECU to develop whatever you need to. So it's a very open-end ECU. Typical sandbox design on the inside, where if I would like to drive the gauges on an old RX-7, option one would have been to buy brand new stuff, not an option due to the age. I can actually now use some of the outputs to drive the analog gauges. So without having to phone somebody in tech support or get one of the other guys or write a special patch for it, you can actually do it yourself. So that was one of the main reasons we then said, okay, well, we need to start pushing this product. It actually started giving us the opportunity to customize things without getting too many people involved, which will then obviously start, projects take a heck of a lot longer than what they need to. We started doing a lot of swaps in cars. So for instance, we've had a 350Z, taken out the V6 engine, put a V8 engine in the front. Use MAXX then to drive everything on the inside and carry on like production vehicles. This has also been successfully done with a Toyota Cruiser, a very old Cruiser, whereby we've put a Lexus motor in the front. Used MAXX again and managed to keep the car looking stock like a production vehicle. And basically MAXX is there for any type of vehicle swap you will do outside. The nice thing about MAXX is it's not very limited to what vehicles it can be done. I think the limit there would be what you would like to do it. So in terms of, we've got a current project here where we used a Nissan Patrol, got rid of the old straight six motor in the front and actually upgraded it with a new VK45 V8 Nissan engine. The nice thing about MAXX is MAXX actually allowed us then to put the V8 engine in there, drive the original gauges inside the vehicle and still make it look like a factory car. So there's no additional stuff we have to add on or bolt on or destroy the interior of the vehicle. You can still keep it stock, which makes it really awesome because your product scope gets, it's quite a large scope you can do. We are not limited to the latest CAN bus driven vehicles. So the nice thing about MAXX is it's not really limited. I think it's just your imagination that's going to limit you at the end of the day on what you can do and what you can achieve.